Hello. Um, so today I wanted to talk to you about some things I learned at a leadership conference, or not conference, but training. Um, and hold on one second. Thank you. Don't do that. Okay. So, let's see. Yes, I had my dog was chewing on the blanket, and so I was telling her not to. And hi, Julia. Thanks for joining. Um, so I just came on to share some stuff that I learned at not a leadership conference, but I don't know. It just sounds better in my head than saying training. And it did actually um, teach me how to be more of a leader. Um, and then also mix in some other not conversations, but videos I've watched and in conversations that I've had, I guess. And how this all fits together. So I do have notes this time because it's a little. I wanted, there was so much I wanted to say, and make sure I got everything. So it's not all laid out, but I have bullet points. Um, so I'm going to start out with, even though it's been almost 2 minutes. But anyway, have you ever been in a spot where you are thinking of doing something and then you just go, I don't know. Should I do it? Should I not? Well, if I do this, this might happen or this might not happen, or, I might, offend somebody, or I might do this or this might happen. So raise your hand. Well, I can't see you, but put it in the comments or whatever. If that ever happened to you. Me, yes, that's happened to me. And so a coworker, actually was like a manager of mine. He gave me the term of analysis paralysis, and I just thought I was being careful before, but analysis paralysis. I looked up what it meant, and I'd like to read some of, not the whole thing, but some of what Wikipedia says, and it does make sense to me. So, analysis paralysis describes an individual or group process where overanalyzing or overthinking a situation can cause forward motion or decision making to become paralyzed, meaning that no solution or course of action is decided upon. A situation may be deemed too complicated and a decision is never made. Now I lost my spot here. It's never made due to the fear that a potentially larger problem may arise. A person may desire a perfect solution. That would be me. Perfect solution, but may fear making a decision that could result in error while on the way to a better solution. Equally, a person may hold that a superior solution is a short step away. That was part of my problem, too. And stall in its endless pursuits with no concept of just diminishing returns. And this part's interesting. I knew there was words for it, but I didn't know the exact term. It says, on the opposite end of the time spectrum, which I don't know if time spectrum, but on the opposite of the behavior spectrum, maybe. It is the phrase extinct by instinct, which is making a fatal decision based on hasty judgment or gut reaction. So, as you'll hear over and over again, one of my life lessons, or whatever, that I've heard is balance and moderation, too heavy on one side and too light on the other. Yeah. You can't always go fly by the seat of your pants, but there is such a thing as too much planning. And, well, yeah, analysis paralysis. If you overthink something, sometimes you can talk yourself out of, important things, or, stuff like that. And things that need to be done. And so, I'll just give you a random example. I don't really think this will offend anybody in that, but, what if I told you my favorite color is blue? Now let that sink in a minute. Is everybody that their favorite color isn't blue? Well, what about red? What about white? What about black? What about periwinkle? I don't know if periwinkle's a color or not, but it's a fun word to say, periwinkle. Anyhow, but you see there how just a simple thing of trying to say, well, what my favorite color is. Well, that could be, construed, and, you could just say nothing like, oh, I don't have a favorite color. Well, I'm sorry, but I think most people have a favorite color. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works if you're blind. I mean, you still, I guess, see black and white, I guess. But anyhow, that was just an example. So, during the leadership training this weekend, there was some great words. I don't remember exactly how they went, but something to the effect of, you learn on the job. This was about like sales pitches and recruiting people, getting business, but anything in life, it's like you don't need to know everything. You learn a lot just by doing, and you learn from your mistakes. Someone said, there's not ever really a bad, not solution, bad time, I can't even think of the word, bad outcome, I guess, because, or bad try, sure, we'll go with that. Otherwise, I'll sit and overanalyze about this for half an hour, to get the right word. But you get my gist, it's a bad experience. Maybe that's the word. Anyhow, as long as you learn from the experience and that, it's a good one. So it's either a good experience or you learn from the experience. And you just gotta keep going. So that's what I'm doing. So let's see. So part of that, was part of the, what they call, Super Summer Power Hour. I hope I'm getting that right. Tracy can correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, Tracy and Angie were running those trainings, and one thing that they came up with, or not came up with, but emphasized on was, make sure you know what your whys are. Your why is, or your whys, plural, I guess. And, make sure that's bigger. I forgot the exact words, but, it's bigger than, the stuff that's, keeping you from not doing it. Your obstacles. And, so anyway, for example, this group, I had plenty of why nots to start this group. I had plenty of why nots to go live. One, being an introvert. Two, it's, because it's live, I can't stop and, start again. Well, I mean, I could, but you know what I mean. People start asking questions. Hey, why is your live broken? Or, because apparently you can pause lives, but then it's not really live. But anyhow, but, my whys, it's like, I want people to, what's the word? To be more friendly to each other, to be helpful, to lose weight, to be more positive. You got my little, pin up there. I know it's a little sideways, but, it says, lose weight now, ask me how. So, if you want to, lose weight, well, ask me how. But anyway, because I was just sick of getting misinformed and, stuff like that. The, being healthy and all that stuff, that's too expensive, that takes too much time, whatever. Well, no, because I can do it, so I think everybody can do it. If you look in this group, I've made, a post where, I went to Dollar Tree, and I got, dollar cans of, chicken, that kind of thing. You gotta make sure that you rinse them and, stuff like that. And drain them so you get rid of the extra salt, but, that's better than going and getting a cheeseburger or something. So things like that. So I'm trying to empower people, and, well, as I've shared before, I've been, I've been suicidal, and if I can, save one person, from committing suicide, or, to encourage them to talk to somebody, this is all worth it. So let's see. So there, your whys and why nots. Another, friend, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, Stephen Hicks. He said, that, he has a whole video, about, the reward value and how, so I guess that's another way, of saying it. But he went into the whole thing of, the automatic reward value of, well, sometimes, if you're eating ice cream, and apparently somebody's watching, it doesn't say who. Nope, it doesn't say who. So, hi, person. so well, if you're eating ice cream and that, and you keep eating it, and you say, "Oh, I shouldn't really be eating this ice cream, or I shouldn't be eating this cake. I should really stop," and you just keep on eating and eating. Well, there's a reason for it, and that, but there's um, a way to fix that, and that, but you have to be cognizant of it and things. And put a higher reward value on not eating it for exercise, that kind of thing. So I will put a link to that video in the comments below. But anyhow, so here are just some examples of things that within, I'd say, the last couple months, actually, that, I started to, just, take my analysis paralysis and just say, you know what, nobody's perfect, not screw it, but I'm going to do it, I'm going to learn from it, and, I think it's Nike, I don't know, but, somebody says, just do it, I think that's their slogan, but anyway, so, yeah, here are some things, recording my, first, starting this chat, or starting this group, and, live videos and stuff, and I apologize, I haven't been live in a while, I've done recorded videos, but, and, that's part of my vanity, it's like, well, I can, pause and, not edit, but, pause and stuff, and nobody knows the difference. But, things like that. But I still post them in their entirety. Let's see, posting, pictures of, my befores and afters, with my shirt off and shorter shorts, things like that. Just say, well, give people the courage that, well, you don't have to look like, the, supermodels and stuff. There's, a whole thing about, BBW, I think, big, beautiful women person. I don't know exactly what the acronym is, but, some people are into that, so, be proud of yourself. Things like that. And, yes, it's a little hard to say right now, because once I say it, I've been toying with the idea for, I don't know, a while, and that, but, should I say it? See, this is the analysis paralysis. But yes, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to be going to Minnesota this week by myself. So, taking a car ride, or, driving from Wisconsin there, to a car show, to the Minnesota, State Fairgrounds, I think is what it's called. I always get the M locations mixed up. But anyway, so like I Google searched it, and it's like 2 or 3 hours, one way, and, that, that's just scary in itself. Well, I mean, that's if you take the highway. But if you, like me, and take the back roads and stuff, because you're scared of the highway, it's going to take double that. It's going to take like 4 or 5 hours. But, I took off on I'm obviously off on Sunday. Well, some people work on the weekend, but I don't. But anyway, on this Friday, and so I'm thinking of going out Thursday night until Sunday. I haven't. This is how flying by the seat of my pants is. I usually have this planned out in advance, but I don't even have a place to stay yet. So that'll be interesting. And I was just looking last night, and they were saying like, oh, the event where they had a block of rooms, it's all filled up. So I might not be going, but I will, or might not be staying in Minneapolis, Minnesota, whatever, but I will be heading in that direction. I guarantee that much. So, I might stop in, little towns along the way and just, go in there for maybe a day and, come back and that. But, this is a little out of my comfort zone. I haven't ever been out of the state of, well, okay, once? Yeah, well, twice. Twice in my life I've been out of Wisconsin, but I've been with people, and, the first time was to Iowa, and that was the youth group rally, and the second was for, Chicago, Illinois, for a gaming convention, but again, I was with people, I didn't drive there, and that, so, I didn't sleep all the way, but I could have, and that, but, so this is a little scary. Honestly, I'm scared shitless, but I'm not talking myself out of it. So, if you want to give me some encouragement, just put it down in the comments. You got this, Brett. See you in Minnesota. And hey, if anybody from around the Wausau area or, general area, if they're willing to go with me, that would be awesome. I would, split the gas with you, that kind of thing, and that would be a lot better than just going by myself, but I'm just kind of pushing myself, So yeah, I think I got everything that, I wanted to say. And so this is unprecedented, this is only 23 minutes. But I guess, in closing, I want to say, well, this wasn't, what's the word, practiced, in that it was a little scripted, I guess, and that because I had notes, but, it wasn't rehearsed or anything like that. So, you can do it. And so, that's not to say, I guess, if you, it's like a jump off a bridge, type of thing. Even though there is, what's that called? Not skydiving, that's jumping out of a plane, but, bungee jumping. But, most things aren't necessarily life and death, if you think about it. So anyway, again, if you, are serious about, pulling the trigger, or just, curious about, losing weight, or, things like that, just, hit me up, lose weight now, ask me how. So I'm just trying to be an advocate. I'm still on my journey. I still struggle, especially with portion sizes and whatnot, but, I'm getting better, and, I'm learning how to, eat better, and, make it still taste delicious, and, stuff like that. So this is Coach Coop Dog, and I still have to work on my outro. I'll get it someday. But anyway, this is Coach Coop Dog. Stay awesome. Stay positive. And peace. See you around the neighborhood. Thank you.